chamber chair, very involved in the chamber and many things in the community. So we're lucky to have you as our chair this year. So I'll turn it over to you.
Well, first I want to say thanks to everyone for coming and taking the time to come to Friday Coffee. You know, you guys are one of the many things that make our chamber so amazing. I think we need to give a big shout out to our chamber staff. Small but mighty, it's amazing what they're able to accomplish to put all of these events together. I want to say thank you to Stephanie and Janelle for joining us for Special Learning Center. You guys, we're going to hear a little bit about nonprofits. I mean, I think we can all agree that nonprofits are one of the things that make our community so strong. And as a chamber, we need to kind of keep that in mind and be here to support you. Ken Theroff's not here, but I do want to thank him. He is the outgoing chamber chair. Many of you may not know this, but I've been following Ken in different roles for a while, and so I've learned from him for many years. And Trika Young is our incoming chamber chair, so please give a shout out to her. Yay! You guys realize that Trika is the first person of color to be our chamber chair. We're so proud of you. Thank you. So as I was trying to figure out kind of what I wanted my theme to be for this year as my chamber chair, I really kind of wanted to put it down into one word. I thought a lot about, you know, what has been successful here? What have I seen as far as success in my life, and how can I use that to come up with a theme? As bankers, and the word I came up with was collaboration, because there's so many things that when we work together, it's amazing what we can accomplish. I use, as a banker, I use this example as our lenders. We have our lenders. Thank you to my team for showing up. Where's Cody? I told Cody I would use him again. So, as a lender, Cody has to collaborate each and every day. There's a couple different things that come to Cody as a lender. You've got somebody who may want to make a deal. So they're going to come to Cody, something that Cody can do, and he's going to collaborate with buyers, sellers, the borrower, processors, everything to make a deal happen. So those are kind of the first deals that come in. And again, I'm going to equate this to the chamber too. Cody sees other deals come in that he can help with. And so a lot of those are those questions of, I didn't know who else to ask, so I'm going to ask you. And so that's that. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And it's up to Cody to then form it out and find somebody to help. The other piece of that effective collaboration is working with our customers and making suggestions. Things they may not think about. Do you have an estate plan? Have you reviewed your estate plan? Let's talk about fraud. I know we had a Friday coffee about fraud. And guys, if you remember nothing from this morning, 2 words, collaboration and fraud. I will tell you, we are seeing a big uptick in business email compromise. Go back and talk to your teams about this. Business email compromise is when you get a email or something in the mail from a vendor that looks completely legit to say, change my payment, change the way you're paying me, change my account number, change the routing number, change the email, change the mail, whatever. And your office person may get it and just go, oh, I need to do that. Go to pay the bill, and it's fraud. And you don't find out about it until 30 days later when your vendor's calling and saying, where's my money? And that's when you have a problem. So again, that's a big deal, and we want to help anybody with fraud. So again, as I think about the chamber really needs to be that collaborative person. We're kind of in the middle, where people can bring us things, and we can help put them in touch with people that can help them. And we also need to provide that information to them to help them through things. A couple of things I say a lot: work smarter, not harder, and don't reinvent the wheel. Guys, we all run into things each and every day. And it's probably things that somebody else has had to work through too. And so as a chamber, what can we do to help collaborate, to put all the pieces together? So that's how I've come up with the word collaboration for this year. So I have a quick quote: great things in business are never done by one person, they're done by a team of people. Steve Jobs. And I think we can all agree that that's very true. So given this collaboration word, we kind of went into our board retreat. Who was at the board retreat? It was amazing. Thank you, guys. It was an amazing board retreat. We came up with some awesome ideas that's going to help shape what we do this year. So, along the themes of collaboration, we identified 3 different groups that I wanted for people to talk about. I had one group focused on major employers. I had one group focused on small businesses, and one group focused on nonprofits. We split into groups. We had a chamber person kind of sit down and kind of go through all the collaborative efforts that the chamber is doing with each one of those groups. We then asked each group to rate the collaboration efforts with each group, and everything rated pretty high. We were very happy with where those numbers came in. And then we tasked each group with coming up with 3 easily attainable action items to increase collaboration for 2026. Easy action items. I can't stress that enough because we don't have time. Our staff is very busy, so we just want to find those little things that we can do that can really improve collaboration this year. So these are the things that we came up with. And it was kind of interesting how our groups kind of came up with some of the same things. So that was kind of, and they were in different rooms. We were here. They weren't listening to each other. Major employers. These are things they came up with. Invite nonprofits to attend board meetings for greater exposure, which we've done. Easy thing to do to give them more exposure to help them do what they do. Have more member roundtable meetings that include topics that help educate their employees. So this came up because our manufacturers have a manufacturers roundtable where they get together and they talk about things that impact manufacturers. Just kind of a very even keel, talk about those things, the struggles they're having, how they're going to accomplish them. Again, just kind of brainstorming issues. That's been very successful, and so is there a way that we can expand on that? Oh, I also want to say that the chamber staff also kind of put a deadline for when we think we're gonna try to tackle this. So for this one, I think of the example, I go back to fraud. Could we get all of our financial institutions together to talk about how we're fighting fraud? Because fraud does not discriminate. It's not coming after our customers and not Mid-America Bank's customers. They're going after everybody. So how can we educate people so that they are protected against fraud? And finally, provide onboarding material for employees on chamber benefits and services. And so this was just kind of an ask. When you hire somebody new, how do you explain what the chamber does? Just give that big list of collaborative efforts. That's something we can easily put together, and it's kind of that chance to really brag on what all the chamber can do for you. Small businesses. Develop a mentoring program for small business. This is a great idea, but will take more time. But we want to keep it on the list and stay focused on it because I think our small businesses need that mentoring, again, all along that collaboration theme. Host meetings, events, offsite at member businesses. Welcome to West Hughes Hall. Promote business anniversaries and buy in local. Again, we're looking for small things that the chamber can do to help support you as a member. Nonprofits, Gay did a great job leading this group. Expand nonprofit use of the chamber's community calendar. That's easy. You guys do so many great events. We need to put them on the calendar. We need to be there to support you. Highlight nonprofits at board meetings. Again, easy thing. Educate people on what these guys are doing. They do so much with so little. And I have to admit, this was kind of my favorite. Again, this was Gay's group's brainchild. Develop a partners in nonprofit program. So think about partners in education, where a business partners with a school to provide support. We could do the same thing with nonprofits. The wheel's already been built, so how can we just kind of expand on that? So I'm hopeful that we can kind of talk about that this year as well. Gary also met with the staff, and they kind of went through this same exercise. This is what they came up with. Schedule a regular off-site Friday coffee hosted by a member. Check. Guys, it's only January 9th, Gary. We've got one thing done. Awesome. Meet with Small Business Network, Women Connect, and YP about holding more meetings off-site. Let's get everybody an opportunity to really showcase what they have. We love hosting things here in West Hughes Hall. We're so proud of our space, and we'd love to have you here. Provide more exposure to nonprofits with the board, YP, and Women Connect. Create a task force to recommend a path forward on small business mentoring. Again, this is a big deal, so I think we'll probably be hopefully creating that task force. And so if this is something that you may be interested in being part of, please let us know. Hold more manufacturers roundtable meetings offsite at member facilities. Again, location, location, location. Let's help expose, give our businesses more exposure. Enhance the chamber's brand and love what's local Facebook promotion. Survey members for business anniversary dates and celebrate them monthly. we don't have that data. So it sounds simple, but I'm sure the staff is like, wow, that's a big undertaking, but it's still something we can work on. Ask the Small Business Network to schedule programs at a variety of times. And so that's just making sure we have the awareness that one time does not always work for everybody. So just adjusting things as needed. So that's what we would like to accomplish this year. Will we get it all done? Hopefully. We may need your help, but that's kind of that's the plan we've come up with. So again, how can you help? Volunteer when we ask for a task force, when we ask for places to have meetings, let us know. We don't know. We were just talking. We don't really know where all we can host them. So go back to your business. Do you have a place where you can host a meeting and let us know? Talk about it. Think about one way you can collaborate more in 2026. You guys all do it. I mean, if you think about it, we talked about the city's collaboration with the Wildwood Extension. Guys, think about the United Way. United Way is amazing. That is a huge collaborative effort, and our United Way is amazing because of everybody that works with them. All of this fits into the Chamber's strategic plan, which I believe hopefully all of you have seen. I do want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors, Mid-America Bank, SBCD at Lincoln University, Bartlett and West, Hitachi, Jeff City School District, State Tech, State Fair, Ameren, Lincoln, Knott Family, Scruggs Family, and Sam and Linda Bushman. This would not be possible without all of our sponsors. The last thing I have is this absolutely amazing document that Chamber staff put together. Okay, show of hands who all has seen this. Good, good, good. Is it amazing? So if you have not seen this, hopefully we can get this emailed out or look for it. This is a document of all of the Chamber's events and all the opportunities you have to be part of it or to sponsor an event. I'm sure it's very much a work in progress, so we do want to continue this, but when you get the question of what does the Chamber do, this is a document that shows everything. I love this because poor Susan, she's asking for sponsorships all the time. So just imagine if everyone would get this once a year and you go through it, and on the back, you just start checking off everything you want to do along with your sponsorship levels. Susan's gonna not have anything to do, so.
I'm ready. Fillable form. Let's fill that form.
I'm sure Dad will take up more of your time.
I know. That is the truth.
But the team did an amazing job putting this together. Like I said, I took this because I want to make sure that we are in everything, and sometimes you just kind of lose sight of all the amazing things that we're doing. So this is just a really great document. It also has YP information in it, Friday coffee, everything. So, I think that's all I have. What kind of questions do you have? Oh, no.
I'm gonna ask something.
Okay, what do you got?
Will that be emailed out to all the chamber members, that booklet?
It has been, yes.
It has
It was-
been?
Yeah.
Great.
It's called investment opportunities.
No.
Is it on the website?
Is it on the website?
It is, yes.
It is on the website. Awesome. Good questions. Well, like I said, we've got a lot planned. We want to increase collaboration, so just keep thinking about how you can help us. And it's going to be a great year. Thank you.
Got one more, Brandy.
Oh,
I was gonna ask, the one of the bullets you had there, create task force to recommend path forward. Tell me a little bit more, what is exactly they're looking for?
so that's what we're talking about, the small business mentoring, because we know we want to do it. It's been brought up for several years. The concept is great. It's just figuring out those steps to make it happen. And so it's getting that task force together of people who want to go, okay, I'll help. Let's figure out what we're going to do. What do we need? What does it look like? Start small, make it bigger. So that task force is just for that small business mentoring piece.
Helping the small business do better and mentor?
Kind of matching people. So if you have a small business who's just getting started and they just want a mentor. They just want to have that time to go, hey, every month I just want to sit down and kind of talk about struggles and ideas and collaborate on ways we can be better. It's just kind of all about collaborating, yeah.
One of my experiences was, when I first started this, was marketing.
Yes.
And that was like, I learned a lot, you can spend a lot, you can spend a little, and you might get as much with a little. So that would have been something I was, could have could've used, some
Yeah.
insight, you know, I've learned it through time.
But that's a really good point. You know, as we figure out what this mentoring is, we do need to ask the questions of what do you need help with, so that we can
Yeah.
really, because making those matches will be really important.
Okay.
Good question, thank you. Anything else?
Okay.
Well, again, thank you guys for coming.